Welcome to the Shootin The Que podcast presented by Heath Riles BBQ with tips, tricks, and an inside look at some of the top pitmasters in the game. Now here's your host, Heath Riles.
Welcome back to Shootin The Que. Today, of course, we're joining my lovely wife, Candace. How are you doing today, honey?
I'm great.
And if another good guest, or should I even say guest?
I don't know about it good, but...
Yeah, Mr. Mitchell Bedwell. How are you doing today, Mitchell?
Good. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, it's not like that we don't see you just about every day, right?
You might see me once a month.
Once a month, a week a month. So for everybody to not know, Mitchell actually works for us.
Monthly visit.
He actually works with us here at Heath Riles Barbecue, and it's always a good time. We've known Mitchell for a very long time, and become friends through barbecue. And now, him working with the company, you know, for the last. How long have you been working with the company?
April.
Yeah, since April. Yeah. They're coming up on a year soon, right?
Yep. Yeah, it'll be a year coming up.
Well, I hope everything's been okay for you.
Yeah.
A lot of chaos and madness.
Drinking from the fire hose, but now it's not drinking from the fire hose as much. But yeah, it's worked out well.
Well, rolling into all that, what else has been going on?
It's been really cold. You've been making some recipes, some soup.
Well, I have been making some soups and chilies and different things like that, but we just made that chicken noodle soup. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
It was good. It was good. Y'all didn't get to taste that, right?
I was out of town, but man, it looked good.
What
kind of noodles those you use?
Well, I'm going to be honest. Candace usually buys like some really good egg noodles, almost like an Amish egg noodle, right?
Yeah, they're like homemade noodles. They're in a little twist tie bag.
Yeah.
They're really, really good.
When I make soup, that's what I use.
But I think these are just plain old egg noodles is all the store had.
Don't you use them noodles in stroganoff as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same kind.
I mean, but we smoked the chicken first and deboned it, and then just turn around and use fresh vegetables, celery, carrots, onion, all that.
Yeah.
I mean, use your broth. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, roll back in. And I'm one of the ones, I don't parboil my noodles. I just dump them in and let them kind of soften up and everything get right together, per se. But keep it really simple with just a little bit of seasoning, fresh thyme, fresh squeezed lemon and parsley, and, of course, using a little bit of, garlic butter rub. And we also use some of Malcolm's Italian stallion in it.
Yeah. That's a good rub.
It really is a good rub. It's a good rub.
What do you eat with your soup?
Well, it depends on what kind of soup it is. With this chicken noodle soup, I'm a cornbread person.
What do you like, Candace?
Most of the time, if it's with a soup, I like a saltine cracker. Yeah. I like Ritz crackers, but not with soup. I don't know. They have a sweetness to them. I like the more saltiness with like vegetable soup and chicken soup and even chili. I prefer saltine, but he always wants cornbread.
I got to have saltine crushed, crush them in a little half pack and put some hot sauce in there. Got to have hot sauce.
And chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, always have
hot sauce. I mean, it's probably good.
Gotta get some ramp it. Gotta ramp it up.
I can't do that in chicken noodle soup. But a spicy.
If you ever tried it, you would.
You know something though, that brings something up. Maybe a spicy version of a chicken noodle
buffalo
soup.
Chicken noodle soup.
Oh, that'd be good. And that
would be good.
I've seen a lot of recipes. I haven't ever tried it, and I don't think you've ever made it either. But a lot of creamy chicken noodle soups now, where it's more of a cream base.
Well, with Mitchell saying that kind of just spun my head into making a creamy style buffalo soup. That would be kind of easy to do, even adding a little cream cheese in it to thicken it up.
Campbell's actually released. Don't get me wrong, it's a cream of buffalo soup.
Really? Yeah. I haven't seen that.
I haven't tried it, but
is it bright orange?
No, it says cream of buffalo on it. It's got a little orange on the label.
Really?
Cream of buffalo. I was like,
so I wonder if you open it, if it's just like orange.
Orange, like
kind of weird looking,
like pumpkin.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how that would be. It'd almost be like just buffalo seasoned cream of chicken soup.
You may go buy a can at the dollar store.
That's interesting. I would like to open a can and see myself. I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
That is different.
I mean, do you use a lot of camel soups in gravies and mixes
I had some
and stuff like
cream
that?
Of mushroom, cream of jalapeno, whatever. Cream of celery. I always throw cream of.
I feel like I use it in certain things, but not A lot.
I mean, I buy the beefy mushroom and
I don't have time.
French
like
onion.
I pop that shit open in a can and dump it in there and heat it up.
Well, I mean, I use it in some dishes that I make, depending on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Especially in some of my like one pot dishes and things like that. Using it as a thickener or just a flavor enhancer and things like that. And there's some other things out there, but it's hard to get away from traditional Camel's soup stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
a
iconic.
base layer. Starts out.
Yeah, I mean, and it's really cool. Have you ever watched the documentary on them on the History Channel?
I feel like I've watched it, but I kind of forgot it.
I don't think I
been a
watched the one
while.
about the soups. I did the one about the cereals.
Well, it really showed, soups was not very popular until the Great Depression, right? And before that, like everybody living really poor. And so they figured out how to pressurize them and things like that. But what really got it going, soup was too expensive. So Camel's more or less put it as a concentrate. You're supposed to add water to it, which a lot of us don't.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Do you actually add the water? Like if you're going to eat the soup, do you add water?
You're supposed to add the
Usually
same
you
amount
don't
of water
the
to that
can.
chicken
You
noodle
dump it in
soup.
that can.
I don't
usually.
do that.
I may do a half. I don't do the full
Makes it too
because it makes too runny.
well, and it doesn't taste as good to me.
Well, you're saying it dilutes the sodium and everything.
Yeah, I want all of my sodium.
Yeah, and like oyster crackers for me. The only way I like oyster crackers is in clam chowder.
I like it in
I
chili.
don't want it in chili.
You don't?
I just like it.
We
I
even
like,
make-
oyster
I
crackers
like it in
chili.
the lobster bisques and things of that nature. The oyster crackers. It seems like it works well with it because it's more liquid than chunks. The soup
We got
is.
to where we even do noodles for chili. Well, no, we don't mix them in the chili, but we do them separate. And you can
yeah,
make
like
chili,
Chili
mac.
Oh yeah,
My grandmother always had an option with her like you could do it that way or not, either way. And
But
I
the
kind of like
buffalo
it.
the buffalo noodle soup, you could do like tortellini instead of just doing a regular noodle. You could do some kind of other pasta type noodle and make that
Like a cheesy noodle.
Yeah,
That would be good.
But it's going to be a weird cheese because those have like Parmesan and I don't know, you might get a little too.
Parmesan,
Funky
Gouda.
there.
I mean, test run, dump in the
cheddar.
garbage.
I could roll with that. I could come up with a buffalo chicken noodle soup. It would have to be kept simple with
Well, you don't
some of
like
your
much
stuff.
spice either, so yours would be kind of mild.
Just enough to make your nose run.
That's what
That's
that's where the
really-
hot sauce comes into play.
Well, that's right, but to me, I don't know. Maybe Mitchell likes food that'll burn you up sometimes, and I have a lot of other people that do too. But for me, I don't. Your dad likes really, really spicy food, but for me, I want to taste the flavor, but I don't want it to burn me up so much that it's not enjoyable.
I just feel
But
like
you
it's
got to have
been-
drink with
depends
it
what
or
I'm
something
eating.
to take away what flavor you're eating.
There's some things I can't eat without hot sauce. Like it just doesn't taste right. Like when I'm gonna eat red beans and rice,
You got to hit it with a hot
I
sauce.
have to have a hot sauce on it. I can't just eat red beans and rice.
Yeah.
I have to have hot sauce.
It's like me. I don't eat Mexican food without sour cream. Crema, sour cream. I don't. I mean, it's like one of my top rules, pet peeves, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, sour cream.
Yep, sour cream.
He does. He gets really irritable if
The
they don't
low
bring
fat-
I don't
it.
even want to
Low
eat
fat
it. If
sour
you don't
cream?
have sour cream, I don't want to eat
We
Mexican
buy
food.
low fat sour cream at home.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
A lot of that stuff tastes like shit. All that low fat stuff.
Well, the
That's all
fat
it
free
can
you
be.
can't buy fat free sour cream because it's like liquid.
It's like skim milk.
Especially
It's
if
like
you're
water.
gonna cook
It's just
something
water
with
with
it.
a little milk powder.
Well, I learned the hard way. It's just like you got to be careful what you're cooking with what, because even like if you're making a cheesecake, don't ever buy the reduced fat cream cheese to try to make a cheesecake. It ain't the same.
It'll be a shitty cheesecake.
It will be a shitty cheesecake that won't sit.
Tell us how you really feel about cream cheese, then.
Got to be the best.
Well, it needs to be Philadelphia because I've tried other brands too, and it's not the same. I feel like you'll agree with that.
To a certain degree, I do.
Well, I buy
But
Philadelphia
as we
cream
know,
cheese.
a lot of these brands private label for
True.
a lot of the
True.
big box companies in those brands, and it depends on who's the cheaper price this quarter or this year, the contract price of who gets that contract. So you may buy, what a Walmart branded cream cheese,
I don't
Great
know
Value
Walmart.
brand, and it might be Philadelphia this year.
It
Next
might
year it
be.
might not
That's
be.
true.
I mean, it's
probably ain't the same flavor. Probably eat something toned down a little bit.
a lot
watered
of them
down.
do cut a little bit
Yeah.
across corners and things like that on your things like
the
that.
watered down version.
Speaking of cream cheese, though, so I was shopping around Christmas time, and of all the things I saw in the Philadelphia cream cheese section was a tub. It's freaking cheesecake. Philadelphia cream
seen
cheese.
that.
It's basically cheesecake in a tub. You just put
Yeah.
shit in
Like a graham cracker
and
crust.
a graham cracker crust.
I've seen that. I've never bought it.
It'd have to be good.
Well, that's more like you scoop it out in a graham cracker crust pie, right? Almost like a cream cheese pie.
Yeah, because remember, you could buy those
but
little
it's
kits.
Philadelphia. It says it's a cheesecake in
I've
a
seen
tub.
it, but I've never bought it.
I bought it. I ain't tried it yet. It's got an expiration date of March, so I'm good.
Oh, gosh. It must have a lot of preservatives in it.
I'm sure.
I'll let you know how that turns out, but I'm sure it'll be good.
Well, moving on from the soups and stuff, I actually just cooked a rib video. And it's the first one that we cooked in our new filming studio.
Really?
And what'd you cook it on?
I actually cooked ribs in the oven. It was very cold when I cooked, and I could not take it. I'm sorry. The videos, it had to be done on the
We've
inside.
talked about it before. I mean, we've gotten a lot of questions about, can I follow that recipe, but in my oven? I mean, a lot of people over the years have asked that because a lot of people, like we've talked about previously, don't have grills or don't have a place for a grill.
That was the first time that I've cooked ribs in the oven.
I don't think I've ever had them from the oven.
I will say, if you did not know I cooked them in the oven and you didn't have as great as maybe taste profile as I did, I don't think you could really tell it. If I served them up and cut them up and brought them to you and asked you your thoughts on these ribs, I don't think you could tell me they were cooked in the oven.
But did they have the smoky?
Yeah, how'd you get the smoke in? It
was not a lot. It was not any smoke, but our barbecue sauce just has a kiss of smoke, and I just with the barbecue itself in general, it was not a hard smoke taste like on a grill.
Yeah,
it was almost a gentler. I don't know, not want to call it gentle, but
he cooked a gentle rib.
It was just good eating barbecue, if that makes sense.
It's a good tagline.
It was moist. I never wrapped the ribs whatsoever. And they stayed moist. They stayed tender. They were juicy. They bit down to the bone.
Moist,
right away.
gentle rib.
A moist, gentle rib.
I love that. Yeah.
That's the way you describe a good rib, moist and gentle.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about a piece of meat?
Yeah. We're talking about ribs.
Oh, it's definitely a piece of meat.
No, I think that's the good thing, and that's what I'm looking forward to seeing 25 of your new film studio is you doing more things on a stovetop, more things in the oven, in the air fryer, because our products are now ours since I'm part of the team now.
That's right.
Our products are built for just everything. It just ain't built for the grill or the barbecue competition cook. They're built to be used daily. My wife wears out some garlic butter on just about everything she does, or everyday rub. So, show how that can be used on the stovetop. That's exactly what people want to see. Crock pot. Man, I wear out some crock pot because I don't have time. Throw it in the morning and let her eat.
I mean, that's exactly right.
Simple meals are good meals.
They are. I mean, we've kind of decided that I was going to start doing more in the house and on the grill and things like that, just to showcase some recipes. But the ribs for the oven, as cold as it's been here lately, was definitely the right choice. But they cook surprisingly really quick at 300 degrees in the oven.
Yeah.
I mean,
so about 2.5
really
hours.
About 2.5 hours.
And then a little longer
it
for
had
the
a total
sauce.
cook time about 2 hours and 45 minutes total by the time me glazing and everything like that. But I never wrapped them and keeping them on that rack. They were hitting over 200 degrees tender.
I'm sure they were very tender.
I mean, they wouldn't fall off the bone ribs. They still had a little bit of integrity to them, but they bit clean right down to the bone.
Huh.
I mean, perfect. And of course, making up a little bit of sweet sauce and comp sauce and
Are you
cherry
going to
apple
boil
glaze.
ribs next?
No, I'm not going to be boiling ribs. Not going to be doing that. That's all a myth. You don't have to boil ribs.
I wouldn't say you had to, but there are people that do.
I wonder why people, if you know people that don't boil their ribs, why would you be one of the people that still do? I guess would be my question to that person. If all the videos and all the techniques and all the tips,
Maybe
and everything
it's
on the
something
internet
that's the way their family's done it for year after year after year.
It's
so they
basically
feel like they
redneck
have
sous
to.
vide.
Well, when I've seen somebody boil something, a lot of times it was not a slab of baby back ribs or St. Louis ribs. It was country style ribs.
Yeah.
When I seen somebody braise something.
So how do you boil something that large?
They cut them down.
Oh, so you don't leave it
Yeah,
like
you cut them in
you just cut them into
individual
Cut a
pieces
slab
or
and-
quarter
and-
them up.
Yeah, quarter them up
Gotcha.
into 3 pieces or something like that. and people do it.
I've never had them that way. So
I don't think
know.
I ever want to have them that way.
No,
Now,
I can't
you would
imagine
have to
they
cut
would
them
have
to
much
the
flavor.
air fryer, right? If you were going to do ribs in an air fryer, I wonder how that would work.
It depends on the air fryer because
There's some big air fryers.
well, in our new kitchen, we have another small kitchen off to the side, and that oven, it's like a full regular size oven. It's not as big as the one in your kitchen, but it supposedly has an air fryer built in it, which is as big as the oven.
Yeah.
But we haven't used that yet.
Air fryer wings are good. I like air fryer wings. The air fryer salmon y'all do is amazing.
It is.
God.
It's
Air
very
fryer
good.
salmon is, I mean,
That'd be a video. You got to do an air fryer salmon video.
you know what? I guess I probably need
They
to do
are
that.
good. It is
It's
good.
excellent. I mean, when I've been over for dinner and y'all do we do the salmon and it's good.
I mean, it is. It's really simple, really easy. I mean, I can't say anything bad about it. I mean, there's so many cooking devices like that now, like the air fryers and things that people are on the go and on the run. Maybe cooking ribs on the grill during the week's not the best option. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying ribs in an air fryer is the thing to do, but the salmon and things like that. And I've been seeing people cook frozen steaks in an air fryer. Have you been seeing that? Any videos on that?
I've seen them
Any of
cook
y'all?
cook steaks. Someone I forgot what it was. Someone showed they were doing a test video of cooking a competition steak in an air fryer with that. You know, grill grates makes the thing that goes in the air fryer.
Oh, really?
Sear
I didn't know
marks
that.
perfect. It's amazing. You have to check that out.
Beep.
Friggin', it's not bad, is it? Yeah, but seriously, grill grates makes the little thing that go in the air fryer.
I didn't know that. I haven't seen that yet.
So who's doing that on the SCA circuit?
I don't know if anyone. Someone practice cooked. I don't remember who it was.
I do it.
I would.
Why not?
Why not?
I like going against the rules.
Once you got power.
Have you ever cooked ribs in the oven, though? Back to that?
No.
Have you-
It's a
I was
hard
just
no
wondering.
for Mitchell. The only years to cook ribs.
So you've only ever done them on a grill or
I've
smoker?
only done
no
it on
other
a
way?
grill or smoker, but usually when I'm at home, if I'm doing any kind of barbecuing, it's usually butts, brisket, wings, hardly ever ribs. The only time I cook ribs is with y'all for the most part.
Wow.
I don't get a lot. The wife, she's not really a rib person. She's, she likes pulled pork. So she's just not a rib person. And I like a baby back way better than spare. The flavor of I just like that bite and the mouthfeel of a baby back.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm interested to see that video with the oven ribs that you.
I mean, it did turn out good. I do like the lighting in the new studio a lot better. It seems like our videos are going to be a little bit, we're still trying to figure out a few little tidbit things, but to make it a little more easier on us, like the back stuff in the background, I noticed that we had a few things sitting on the counter I probably shouldn't have had sitting on there. Like my fiber and all that kind of stuff in the background, That was
Old
I didn't
man
move it. I mean, you know
fiber.
what I mean? I didn't think nothing about all that.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
If
it's
you
not
hit
all the way
if you
done
hit the 40
either.
mark, try to get a Metamucil sponsorship because it's perfect. I'm just saying.
You know what? Metamucil, if you're listening, I'm a religious Metamucil person.
I am too.
Well,
mean-
so Heath's doctor made him, or not made him, but when he got diagnosed with diverticulitis, his doctor highly recommended that he
It
do
does.
Metamucil.
I guess it does suck getting old, but
Well, since the videos are, coming out in the new kitchen and all that, it's not complete yet. We still don't have it all decorated. But I would like a viewer poll on what do y'all think of the countertops?
I
Because
don't
this
like
one complains all the time about
like
them. But I like them.
I almost feel like they're too dark.
What I
I've never really seen them up close to give my opinion, but I'll let you
you
know.
have seen them.
Really?
You just didn't.
Inside your inside area or cook outside?
Inside.
Oh yeah, I like the inside. I like it.
I just want to know
I mean, yeah,
because
I like the
he
looks of that.
complains about them all the time.
Well,
So
it'll be all right.
I'm just
It worked
curious
perfect
what
when
everybody
I was
else thinks
mixing
about
bourbon drinks with his high-end bourbon and Coke.
I am
With
bourbon
Bob.
Coke. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Our tastes are not the same on some things like that, but
Yeah, his
Yours
is
vision and colors.
his is redneck country.
You may like a certain color.
he
and
wants
I
a
like certain
mauve,
well,
color. Lavender.
mauve and country blue.
no, I wouldn't think that.
You got any of them little rooster things all around in your cooking area? Little ornaments and stuff.
We don't have
This
that.
place.
No, I don't
No,
have
that will
that.
not be there.
Just saying.
I have.
Nor
some
will
barbecue
pineapples be. You know how some people decorate their kitchen with pineapple.
Yeah, it's a different kind of person with the pineapple.
I know,
Yeah, but
what your
that's a
kitchen's
thing.
in, right?
Huh?
Your kitchen's got pineapple over it, right?
No, I don't like pineapples. I like pineapple flavor, but I don't like chunky pineapples. I'm not that kind of person.
Have you ever had pink pineapple?
Can't say that I
It's a
have.
thing.
They're like $10 a pineapple,
They charge a lot more, and they're
Damn.
pink.
and they're like
That's a lot of pineapple.
Starburst pink.
My
on the
daughter loves
inside.
them.
Ooh.
So you didn't? I'm assuming you didn't know that either, sitting over there.
Yeah.
Pink pineapple, yeah. And they're from Starkist, actually. I think they say Starkist on the label, don't they?
I have no idea. I just know that Collins loves them, and anytime we see them, we have to buy them.
Yeah,
Pink
pineapple.
cake, pink ice cream, pink pineapple. If it's pink,
You
Tastes
need
better.
to do. You could take the pink pineapples and do a spin-off of the pork El Pastor. That would be good. Try it with the.
You know, I wonder how
With
that
the
would
pink
be with the
pineapple.
pink
I
pineapple.
almost feel like the pink ones have a little bit more sweetness than
Because I do love some El Pastor tacos.
the.
Oh, I do too.
Do you feel it, or have you even tried it?
Yes,
Do you feel like they're just a tad sweeter than the
maybe a little.
traditional yellow
Yeah.
pineapple?
Yeah, I do. They're good.
I always think, you're a wine connoisseur. Just think if they made that cotton candy grapes into a wine.
It'd be too sweet.
For certain occasions.
Don't forget to get my wine today.
I'll get your wine today.
About like that grapey grape.
It'd be great.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
I bought
grape
those.
that's really.
It's
really,
called a grapey grape. It's like really purple
Yeah.
and tastes really grapey. They're probably all terrible for us and genetically engineered, and we're
Oh,
probably
there's no doubt they're genetically engineered.
gonna die from eating them. But
I
they
like
taste
some
good.
grape. I'm a grape soda freak. I love some grapes.
See, I don't like. I'm not big on grape flavor, but I like grapes.
Well, kind of moving on from the ribs, there is one more big thing that we probably need to talk about. We've got 3 new rubs coming out.
They're seasonings.
Seasonings.
Yep. First seasonings to add to the Heath Riles barbecue lineup.
That is correct. So on January the 24th, we will be dropping a buffalo seasoning, a lemon pepper buffalo seasoning, and a garlic parmesan seasoning.
Parmesan garlic. Yeah.
Parmesan garlic. And so all 3 flavors are really good. The buffalo's got a kiss of buffalo heat to it. Finishes out really well, whether you want to use it as a dry spice or anything like it as a finisher. But if you want to cook with it too. You can melt it with butter and mix it in, put it inside the dish. Really, really good. The lemon pepper buffalo gives us that good citrus pop in the back of your mouth, what you're looking for. And, of course, the Parmesan garlic is just traditional Parmesan and garlic. That's the best way to describe it. It's really, really good. These are going to be available in 8-ounce shakers. Like I said, on the 24th is when we're dropping them, and hopefully they're finishing running them today.
Yeah.
Is what we hope on the line at the factory, so we can pick some up and start getting them to the warehouse and getting everything rolling.
Yeah, I think they're going to be big sellers for us because a lot of home cooks are big into wings or any type of seasoning they can use, whether it's just adding it after the fact, not just cooking with it. Like to me, when I've tested with them, I basically air fried wings with some everyday rub, just lightly hit, and then tossed them at the end with that. And man, it was great because it reconstitutes, moisture. Is basically what those ribs or rubs do. Seasonings. I'm sorry, not rubs.
You went
or
on with that.
sauces.
You about got it out.
Yeah. You
You
get it. Seasonings. We got to get used to saying that because we may be expanding on in the seasonings line
That's
in the future.
very true. Very true. But all 3 are very good. I know you hadn't had a ton cooked with them while I was testing everything and all that. You ate a couple things.
A lot in the beginning of the testing. I ate a lot more probably.
Yeah.
But I love lemon pepper stuff a lot, I feel like, too.
Like
So
lemon
that-
pepper buffalo, too. We order that a lot. You like the lemon pepper buffalo.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Anytime I get wings, I feel like, and I didn't even know that was a thing until one day we were at a wing place a long time ago, and our little waitress was like, you should try it, like, because we were just talking about the flavors, and she was like, get lemon pepper dry seasoning on top of the sauce, and I was just like, that sounds weird, and she was like, no, it's so good, try it.
It just pairs.
So it's
well
like-
together.
Buffalo.
Yeah, with the buffalo or it's not just buffalo, like other sauces. If you depending what it is. But
Yeah.
like at Buffalo Wild Wings, I like the Thai curry.
Oh yeah.
If you get the Thai curry and then get lemon pepper on top, it's amazing.
Let's try that. I
Yeah,
do like the Thai curry.
It's a bunch of stuff that'll punch
It
you in the
sounds
mouth,
weird,
flavor-wise.
but I love lemon pepper on almost any wing, anything. It just really makes it pop.
So that was one of the first seasons that we started playing with was actually lemon pepper buffalo. I mean,
And we did have just a straight lemon pepper we were playing around with, but
I created a lemon pepper garlic
It was
butter
very good.
about a year and a half ago, and I wanted to release it, but we had some friends come out with one in the market, and I didn't want to come out with one as well. So I kind of put that on the back shelf, as per se.
yeah, I haven't really tried the Parmesan garlic yet. I mean, I'm really wanting to try that because, you know me, I'm a pizza guy. We do a lot of Italian dishes at home. So, yeah, the Parmesan garlic would really
It's
pop.
good. It's got a good garlic kick to it.
It's basically your garlic butter with more on the parm on the front end, right?
That's it. More ground down fine spices versus chunky.
Yeah.
Yep. Something's going to dust out a little more even, things like that. So, it's I don't know. We've worked on these rubs for how long? A year and a half?
Yeah, I would say probably, a year
I
and
think
a
it's been longer than that.
It was
right?
before.
Honestly.
It was definitely before I came here, and I know it was like, I think it was maybe close to 2 years
Oh, wow.
when we first got the initial test runs and
Well, I do nothing
batch changes and such.
I do nothing out of the gate quick. I want to make sure everything's good and
Make
solid
sure it's right,
before we turn
ready
it
for
loose.
prime time.
So, I don't know. Let me ask the viewers this. Is there any other flavors besides the ones we're coming out with that you would like to see from us in the future? I would like to know that. That would be, instrumental in helping us determine what we want to bring out next.
Yeah, more like seasoning wise that you can use every day in your house, whether not just on any what kind of cooking you do, you can use it. Just not all barbecue heavy related, but more true seasonings like you would find in your everyday grocery store.
Yep, that's right. So, I don't know. It's
Do you think that you'll be able to incorporate these rubs into any of your competition cooks at all?
probably not these rubs.
Or excuse me, seasonings.
Probably not
I think
these
you
rubs.
could in ancillary events easily.
Yeah, in the ancillaries easily, but
Wings
I'm not
or
going
any
to turn in a
chicken,
buffalo rib at Memphis in May. I mean, I've cooked one.
Let's try one
already.
at South Haven to see how it scores.
No. This is just good eating seasoning, like Mitchell
With
said.
a ranch
this is,
sauce.
This
Turn
is
it in with
not
a ranch
competition
sauce.
style seasoning, unless it's going to be an ancillary or something like that. This is made for the people cooking at home and cooking in their backyard. They want incredible flavors and want something unique that they're going to have on their food. This is not something you can go to Walmart and just pick up off the shelf. This is a little bit unique. McCormick's don't make this one. Let me say that.
Yep.
We're a little bit unique for that reason, that little bit of a niche. Yeah. So I believe these three new flavors, especially all of them can coincide together. Shrimp, wings, pasta, pizza, party ribs, anything like that.
Dips.
Really unique recipes.
Yeah.
Buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
Buffalo chicken sandwich. There's so many different things, so many different avenues to take this
Chicken
into.
noodle soup.
Buffalo chicken pizza.
Buffalo chicken noodle soup, like y'all. were
Ooh, the
talking
buffalo
about.
chicken pizza sounds really
I've had
good.
some buffalo chicken pizzas. They're
I've
very
had
good.
that before.
They usually do like a red onion on there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the red onion seems to pair well with the buffalo and the chicken.
It does.
But usually I think the sauce was more buffalo sauce based or either like one of the white sauce based usually. A lot
Yeah,
of
I've
times. That way it helps
both, I feel
everything
like.
elevate.
It'd be cool to do one with almost like a blue cheese cream sauce as a base. And then do the buffalo
cheese
chicken
ranch,
on top
maybe
of
a
that
mix
with
of
the
two.
onions. No, you know the gorgonzola cream sauce that I make?
Oh, I do love the gorgonzola's really
What
good.
if that was on a pizza base?
Be really
and
rich.
the buffalo chicken was tossed in buffalo sauce too, and put on the pizza, and then a little more cheese on top of the bechamel to finish out like a white pizza. But you had that and the red onion on it.
Yeah. You know what that makes me want?
What?
A piece of pizza and a pitcher of Budweiser. That would be the perfect combination. Or
Man,
PBR for
that
Candace.
does sound good.
I like Budweiser.
Pizza and beer go together like,
You can do
Like
pizza.
wings and beer.
Pizza and wine goes together too.
Well, beer goes with just about anything. And
We went
everything.
to that.
Not
pizza
breakfast
and
beer. Well, people do breakfast.
You know, I'm
beers.
weird though.
There's coffee beers.
When it comes to beer,
Coffee beer.
I like.
It's true, there is.
I like
Yeah,
a
I don't
good
like
cold
'em.
beer,
I don't either.
and I like beer with pizza, and I like pizza or with
Beer with
crawfish,
wings.
and I like it with wings. But when it comes to sitting down and say I was having a steak, I can't do a beer with a steak.
Wine.
The only beer
It's wine or water
Yeah.
or something, like that. I don't know what it is. I'm strange.
Vodka.
It's only certain foods I can eat with beer. I know you were making that as in a joke at first.
No,
but
I was serious.
I don't know if y'all are like that or not. I can't do beer with certain foods. I can drink beer. I can put it down over here and go back to it in a minute, but I can't drink it with a certain type of food. I don't even like beer with burgers.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, it's like steakhouses for me. I would always get, if it's go to a
Mixed
good
drink or
steakhouse,
something.
I would not, the wife would do amaretto sours, but I would always do a Guinness stout first. Drink the stout beer first. And I wouldn't have it with the meal, but I would drink the beer. And I don't know, it was just something I always did was a Guinness stout beer.
I feel
before
like there
had
are
steak.
certain beers that you can't, or in my opinion, you can't drink that beer while you're eating. And one that comes to mind for me, my personal, I can't be eating anything if I'm going to drink a Blue Moon because it's
Is
so
that citrus?
citrus.
Well, it's
It
filling
just
as
doesn't,
well,
and it
too.
is very filling beer, but it's just, I don't know. That's just my
Yeah.
personally, but I don't know what you would eat that maybe some fish or chicken.
Sure, there's some
but
pairing for it, but
And
I
I
never
can
really
eat
thought about
catfish.
that.
I can eat fried catfish or catfish with beer. I can do that. It's almost like an
I guess you
outside type
could.
thing with me. Wings and catfish and crawfish and you know what I mean.
Beer battered buffalo catfish.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That would have to be good.
You know, I hadn't thought about a dried buffalo catfish like po' boy.
You could add it to the breading.
That would be
Buffalo
good.
seasoning.
Add it to the breading and then add it on top as well. Dust it when it comes
Or even
out.
the lemon pepper, because lemon pepper goes well with catfish.
The buffalo and then do the lemon pepper dusting on top, or either vice versa. Do the lemon pepper buffalo in the mix. Oh yeah.
So
that
are these
sounds good.
videos to come?
I need to probably add them in my list. Those sound very
Sometimes
good,
I get
unique
these weird
combinations.
brainstorming ideas all of a sudden, and they work.
I had
And
one
a lot
the
of
other
times
night
they
at
don't.
10:30 at night. I was texting Mitchell a brainstorming session.
Yeah.
So it was 11:30 for him.
Yeah,
It's probably like, why is he bothering
No,
me?
no, I was here, so
Oh,
it
it was
was,
10:30
yeah.
then.
That's right.
I go to bed. I go to bed with the chickens and get up with the chickens when I'm in Mississippi. I get to bed early.
He goes to bed at 7 and gets up at 4.
Whatever
Five.
floats his boat, I guess.
I get up when I get up, which is 5:30,
It wakes you up too.
and it wakes Candace up just.
That's
about
what the
every
wife
day.
says. She says, no matter how quiet you try to be when you leave the house.
Oh, he
never
doesn't even try to be
She said-
quiet.
Try.
She said it never works. She said, you just
Hell, it's time to
tiptoeing.
get up.
She said, you just tiptoeing
But-
wakes me up.
See, he's that way now, but when the roles were reversed, back when I was working at the hospital, and I would be the one to get up at the butt crack of dawn, way before he was ever awake, I was always so nice and went in the bathroom and shut the door quietly and didn't turn the light on until the door, all those things.
Does
But
he sleep in one of those eye masks things, cooling mask?
No, I usually do cucumbers.
no, but
over
he
mine.
sleeps with a whole
cucumbers.
whole
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of
I've never done that.
pillows.
Well, I don't like pickles, so I couldn't do the cucumber mask.
Yeah, I
thing.
usually do cucumbers over my eyes, yeah. Not the mask.
A little lavender spray on the pillow before you go to bed.
Yeah, man.
He has too many dang pillows. You have to use a
Tuck
whole
it.
bottle to spray
And
them
I was
all.
at the farm one time, and I guess maybe it wasn't in full effect yet. I was expecting a little chocolate mint at the pillow, like they do the turn down service.
We'll see what we can do about that.
Okay.
I'll leave you some chocolate on your pillow.
Some on Andes mints.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
that's it. Well, with that being said, that's what we call shooting the Que, folks. I hope y'all had a good time today, just talking about some recipes and hanging out with us today. We'll see y'all next week and shoot a little more Que.
If you have any comments or suggestions for future episodes, please feel free to reach out to us on our social media channels. Leave us a review if you've enjoyed the show. And until next time, keep shooting the Que.